Have you ever watched a basketball game and felt like the biggest story wasn't the final score? Because that's exactly what happened in this matchup. The scoreboard showed one thing, but fans watching closely couldn't stop talking about something completely different. A single sequence, just a few seconds long, sparked a debate that exploded across social media almost instantly. And now people are asking a question that refuses to go away. Was Caitlin Clark simply having an off night, or did something much bigger reveal itself right in front of everyone? The strange part is that this conversation didn't start because of a game-winning shot. It didn't start because of a fight. It didn't even start because of a controversial call from the officials. It started because of what didn't happen. As the final moments unfolded, fans expected the ball to find its way into the hands of one of the most talked-about players in basketball. Instead, the possession went in another direction. The opportunity disappeared. The game ended. And within minutes, the internet was dissecting every frame. What made the reaction so intense wasn't just the result. It was the growing feeling among many fans that they had seen this story before. For months, Caitlin Clark has been at the center of almost every major conversation surrounding women's basketball. Whether people support her or criticize her, one thing is undeniable. She changes the amount of attention a game receives. Every possession gets analyzed. Every mistake becomes a headline. Every success becomes a viral moment. That level of attention creates pressure unlike anything most rookies experience. Suddenly, every coaching decision gets questioned. Every substitution becomes controversial. Every missed pass turns into a debate, and that's where things started getting interesting. Throughout the game, there were moments where the offense seemed out of rhythm. Not completely broken, but not fully synchronized either. Possessions felt slower. The flow looked different. Fans who have become accustomed to seeing fast-paced transition basketball couldn't help noticing the contrast. When Clark is at her best, the game often feels chaotic in the best possible way. Defenders are scrambling. Teammates are running the floor. Decisions happen instantly. Everything moves at a speed that can overwhelm opponents. But this game felt different. The pace slowed down. The offense appeared more deliberate. Instead of quick attacks, possessions stretched longer. The ball moved around the perimeter. Opportunities appeared and disappeared before they could fully develop. To some viewers, that was simply basketball. Different games require different approaches. Different opponents demand different strategies, but others saw something else. They saw a style that seemed disconnected from what makes Clark most dangerous, and that's where the debate truly began. Social media exploded with clips. Fans started posting screenshots. Slow-motion breakdowns appeared everywhere. Everyone seemed to have a theory. Some argued that defenses were focusing heavily on Clark, making it difficult to create opportunities. Others believed teammates were simply taking what the defense allowed. A few even suggested that fans were overreacting to normal basketball decisions. But regardless of which side people supported, one thing became impossible to ignore. The conversation had grown far beyond a single game. Suddenly, people were revisiting older controversies. Discussions about Olympic roster decisions resurfaced. Debates about media coverage returned. Questions about how the league handles rising stars started appearing all over the internet once again. And every time those conversations happened, Clark's name remained right in the middle of them. That's what makes this situation unique. Most players deal with criticism after losses. Most players deal with praise after wins. Caitlin Clark somehow manages to generate both at the exact same time. Even when her team wins, people debate whether she's being used correctly. Even when she struggles, people argue about the circumstances surrounding those struggles. Every performance becomes part of a much larger narrative. And sometimes that narrative takes on a life of its own. As the reactions continued pouring in, another topic began dominating discussions. Chemistry. Basketball is often described as a simple game. Put the ball in the basket, get stops on defense, execute the game plan. But anyone who has played at a high level knows the truth. Chemistry changes everything. Talent matters. Skill matters. Coaching matters. But chemistry determines how all those pieces fit together. And when a team is still developing that chemistry, even small moments can appear much larger than they actually are.